Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my server Let's Play. So as you can see, we have finally updated the 1.7. Actually we updated a while back, and it's just I haven't been recording as of late. But of course, if you've been playing on the server recently, then you already know we're at 1.7. But yeah, right now I'm at /warp mini spawn, which is a mini spawn out in the 1.7 terrain. So yeah, we expanded the border north, so we got like a 2 by 12k sliver of 1.7 terrain, and man, pretty nice. Like 1.7 is pretty nice, especially with the blocks. And yeah, this like little mini spawn, I didn't really have time to build anything really fancy, so you better freaking like it. But yeah, anyways, it looks like already someone's been building out here. It looks like that's a mob spawner. We'll check it out later on. So since I've had some time to play off screen, I've went ahead and actually been fishing quite a bit. And so far, this is all the loot I've gotten from fishing. Yeah, quite a few name tags, puffy fishes. Yeah, I think it was either Sam or Avs who renamed one of my puffer fishes as a puffy fish, because I kept on calling them puffus, like puffy fishes. But yeah, oh man, tons of enchanted books, and some of them with multiple enchantments. So that one I could either put on a bow or like a sword and get them breaking with the sharpness, or power with the sharpness, not sharpness. I'm breaking, derp. But yeah, I've just been like fishing out here in the 1.7 terrain. It's a beautiful little area to fish. I think David has been building some sort of fishing house there, though. Hasn't really seen much of an update since I last saw it a while back. But anyways, I'd like to get into some server news while we go over here and check out this guy's build, and because I haven't seen it yet actually. But anyways, with some new server news, recently the server has been having problems crashing, and I've been looking at the logs. I cannot isolate what is causing the server to crash, but I'm fairly certain it's not the map itself. It's most likely a plugin that's not fully compatible with 1.7, and within a few days of recording this, probably after I record and edit this, I'll be going ahead and updating all plugins that have updates available, and hopefully by then, you know, the crashes will go away. So yeah, that's very annoying because the server tries to take a backup, and then midway through the backup it goes ahead and crashes. It's like, yay, I got an FTP storage server full of like half backups. Perfect. But yeah, anyways, looks like whoever's here, who built this, you making server house tours, and not yet. I sent everyone a mail a while back, about me making like a video tour of everything around here. So if you want a chance, just do /mail send Duke15 on the server. Oh my goodness, ow, my ear. I don't know if that was my headset that just did that, or my ears just like all of a sudden a buzzing noise almost. Eef. Ow. Anyways, now let's see. So this is Mine Man's build. Looks pretty good in the swampy biome here, I do have to say. And it does look good. It does look good. I like what he did with the cobblestone and the dark oak. That looks really good next to each other. I never thought of that combination. So yeah. So yeah, when it comes to server crashes, another probable cause that I've thought up was it may be our server host's fault, BeastNode, because whenever the server goes ahead and crashes, it's like, okay, I boot up my I go ahead, click on my web browser, Chrome, and I go to the multi-craft control panel to monitor the crash as it unfolds. But unfortunately, when I try to go ahead and look at the crash, and my multi-craft panel will not load. And then as soon as the server is in process of rebooting, pretty much, I can access my control panel again. Now, whether the server is crashing or not, I should be able to access my control panel anyway, so it makes me think that our host BeastNode is having some server issues. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind as well. And also, like, since our server runs Spigot and not Bucket, don't worry, I did configure Spigot to run virtually like it is vanilla. But yeah. Anyways, because we run Spigot, it has like a timeout thing. Basically, it's like, oh, after 60 seconds, it's like, oh, well, the server's not doing anything, it's frozen and so on. It must have crashed, and it'll try to reboot it. So if BeastNode's servers are having some problems where, I guess I'd explain it as software as like your server getting suspended. Like, it's technically running, but it's just like frozen. And if, I don't know. Like, it's just like the server's suspended and temporarily or something. And then like Spigot's like, well, the server hasn't responded in like 60 seconds. We're gonna try to reboot it because we assume that there's a crash. And I think that's what a lot of the crash reports are coming from. But yeah, it could very well be a plugin, but it could very well be BeastNode's fault. I'm gonna look into it more and so on. I've also been looking into possibly switching hosts for the server. So yeah, I should probably stop walking around here and go ahead and show you guys how Spawn looks, because Spawn's been pimped. So here we are inside Spawn, and I apologize for the low frame rate. There's nothing I can do about it. Even when I'm not recording, I'm getting this kind of frame rate, and I actually know what's caused, and I'll talk about it later. But anyways, recently the server's name has been actually changed to yourmc, and the new IP to connect to is play.yourmc.net, and I'd highly recommend you use that IP, because if we ever do switch server hosts, then you're gonna want to go ahead and, like, if we ever do switch server hosts, the new IP, you'd be automatically redirected to the proper server. But if you're still using the old IP, basically one day the server just wouldn't be online and you'd wonder what the heck is going on. But yeah, anyways, recently there's been an upgrade to donor ranks, and well, in a sense, but now there's upgrade packages. So if you got donor and you want to upgrade to super, you can do that. If you got super and you want to upgrade to ultra, you can do that. There's no straight going from donor all the way to ultra, unfortunately, because Minecraft has a limit of 5 packages and with the free version. So yeah, it used to be you can only have 3 packages and at first, but they changed it up, so they lifted that to 5. So I was like, okay, I'll take advantage of this. I'll add upgrade ranks, which really ends up on like a financial and marketing standpoint. I think that it is a really good idea to help keep the server afloat, because lately we have been lacking in donations a bit. I mean, it's kind of okay. I got plenty of cash in the bank. I'm not gonna go bankrupt over this, but it just would be nice if the server could support itself like it used to. Man, it was like months ago when it was actually supporting itself quite well, but now it's like, but whatever. Anyways, inside Spawn, the reason why it's actually so laggy is in the market there's a ton of signs, and apparently all that text on the signs is causing a lot of lag. So yeah, since we do run Spigot, I might be able to adjust something to make it so the signs disappear unless you're close up to them as a temporary fix for around here. But then that would go for everywhere. So it'd be a bit meh in my opinion. But I might do it as a temporary fix, or at least until Optifine comes out. But yeah, anyways, I have recently added a hall of donors, and yeah, looking to donate yourself, type/warp donate for details. And this has all the people who have donated so far, and their names and their heads. And how we got their heads is a plugin called Microblocks. In fact, I've been in the process. If you've been following me on Twitter, you know I've been in the process of just kind of looking and trying to think of ways to beef up donor ranks without making them game breaking or anything. And these trapdoors are supposed to be like that. Someone's been messing with them. But yeah. Anyways, as you can see who donated and how much, and then the date. Now this that is in kind of the dark. It's actually not supposed to be like that. Like it's a client side glitch. And now this sign isn't displaying text for me. Perfect. I'd have to relog to get the text back. But yeah, recently Sam, who is a mod on the server and so on, donated to help out. And man, I gotta say, man, And he really helped because, you know, in order to get the IP play.yourmc.net, we had to get a domain name, and domain names cost money. So it's like, you know, and so Sam helped covered that cost. So yeah. Anyways, what else is new? We got the server now has 1.5 gigabytes of RAM instead of 1 gigabyte. So yeah, now it finally has enough RAM. And here we are at my shop, and this is actually what we're going to be working on today. And I believe in the previous episode I may have talked about a dome. If I didn't, then maybe I talked about it in a cut clip or something, I don't know. But anyways, over top of my shop I wanted a dome, and I've been thinking, you know, what would look best? Pure glass or stained glass? And I gotta say, they both have their ups and downs. The stained glass almost looks kind of dirty. The regular glass is a bit meh when you first look at it. But then again, when Optifine comes out, I'll just use connective textures to connect all the glass, and then it will look good again. So I don't know. But yeah, I have been selling some stuff in the shop, and I have been making profit. I'm selling music discs. I've been selling beacons, and those beacons have, like, I used to have like 10 beacons here, and like a few weeks ago, all gone now. And well, not all gone. Well, I got 4 left. But yeah, and yeah. Stuff has been selling pretty well. And someone's recently bought diamonds from me, which that was kind of unexpected. And no one's been buying wood from me. I guess people don't really need wood. Oh, and also, my shop now has what I call a Duke's Shop exclusive. It's called a band hammer. You know, like, this item got in my inventory, a band hammer? Well, guess what? You can now buy a band hammer from me. And I went ahead and made, like, these things take a while to make as well, because lately I've been running low on efficiency 5 bucks, but yeah, basically if you want a band hammer, it's all yours for 25k, and also horse armor, because who doesn't like horse armor? But yeah, I guess what we should do is consider how the dome is gonna look like. I don't know what glass type we should choose. I think I like the regular clear glass better than the stained, and so the stained just doesn't quite fit in here. So, yeah. I'll go ahead, finish up the rest of the dome, and then we can decide on, like, what the middle support beam's like. As you can see, we got kind of like a support beam kind of thing there. That's actually temporary, but I would like to have something more permanent, kind of giving it the sense that, you know, this dome is being held up by something. I don't know. We'll see. So I was going to get more materials for the dome, and I just remembered something. When I was exploring the 1.7 terrain, this is the chest of stuff that I've pretty much gotten. So I've gotten like dark oak saplings, some dark oak wood, and I think we might use some acacia wood. And actually the acacia and dark oak wood are in the shop, but not the, well, yeah, the saplings are in there too now. But yeah, I got a good deal of flowers, some TNT from desert temples that I found. Diamond horse armor, yeah, you can pretty much see it. But anyways, if we go to the shop right now, you can see that things are coming along nicely. I got all the glass in place. It's just I'm wondering, like, how should the supports be? You know, the sewn slabs here don't look too bad, but it would be nice to have something a bit different. But first, I'd like to try and the acacia wood on another piece that is right here. Place that back and take out this. Okay, so the acacia wood here, I do have to say with the gray, it does really fit in a lot better, and that's missing fence right there. I never noticed that till now, but we're missing fence posts right there. Oh well, I'll fix that a little bit later. So yeah, aside from the half slab there, it looks pretty darn good. It fits in, but it almost makes me feel like now this is getting really gray and meh. But for now, I'll just leave this one side like this and leave the other ones as they are, and I'll think on it. But yeah, anyways, recently we have advertised the server on Planet Minecraft, so yeah, if you've been online, if you've been seeing new people come online, that's where they're coming from. And I've been making sure to bump the post into like every 24 hours. And for now on, in my videos, into like where I put in my server LP videos, there will be a link to the PMC post. So yeah, you can go ahead and check it out and see how good or bad of a job I did on the description, because the description is, you know, it's an actual description, not one of those, hey, just join now, survival, no PvP, shit like that and stuff. I gotta say, leaving this the way it is might not be too bad. I mean, this, I don't know, man. Just looking at these stone slabs really does make me think, you know. But yeah. Anyways, as for like actually getting new players, so far we've gotten like 52 new players since we've bumped the submission. But it looks like maybe about 5 of them are actually sticking around and might become regulars. That's just a off the top of my head number. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna continue to work on the dome, and I will be back with you in a moment. Okay, so the dome is nearly complete with the glass and so on. And I gotta say, this inner thing right here, from inside, it looks nice and clean, pretty awesome. But as soon as you go outside, I don't know about you guys, but that's just starting to look a bit ugly. So I don't know. But yeah, I've decided to actually just stop working on the dome for now, and then work on the surrounding terrain out here, because, you know, with 1.7, we're gonna place like tons of flowers out here, have a garden area, make it look all pretty. So yeah, I wanted to discuss the next I wanted to discuss the future of this LP series. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that lately this series has been like on and off. There's like no end of like there's like no date precisely when an episode comes out. And really, now that it's almost 2014 as of recording this, by the time you watch it, it will probably be 2014. But yeah, basically, and remember, like, what was it, last episode or a few episodes back, I mentioned the 2014 project, and I also showed like a little screenshot teaser, which was like an extreme underground mine shaft and so on. But anyways. What I'm considering is stopping on working on this what I'm considering is not only is like stopping into this LP and not only doing that, but you know, stop working on my base, like wrap things up, so that way I got time to work on the 2014 project, because the 2014 project is gonna take a lot of time. It's really gonna take a lot of time. I could probably spend a whole month straight on it and it still wouldn't be complete, and so on. You know, it's like, so it's making me think, well, perhaps I should go ahead and do like a few more episodes of my LP and wrap up the base and so on, and, you know, finish it all off. So that would mean no building a new disc, no building a new Lego sorter, as we call it, or something. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like that, because I like to play on my own server. I like to be active on here and see other people online and so on. And if I just went ahead and, you know, finished up my base, that would pretty much give me little to no reason to come on daily, and I really hate that. So I don't know. It's like I've considered, you know, what if I just play what if I just set aside like maybe a day to record on here and play on here? And really, even then, I don't really, I in the past, I've just never been able to really juggle around multiple things at once, so I don't think this time would be any different. So it might be best just to end off the LP and call it quits there. But, you know, but yeah, I mean, it wouldn't all be bad news. For a while now, I have wanted to do like bucket plugin tutorials, like how to set up bucket plugins, and even like server tutorials, like how to go through the config files and so on. And you know, if I stopped my server LP, I'd have a little bit of extra time to work on that kind of stuff, and also that kind of stuff it would take a lot less time to record. Like this server LP episode, I'll be working for like a few hours just to get you like a 30-minute episode. So, you know, and that's not including the time it takes to edit. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know. So I was thinking more on, should I end this series? And I don't know. It's like I don't want to, but at the same time, it would be one less thing to worry about. And really, these days, I could use one less thing to worry about. So, you know, I mean, I'm getting at that age where I'm gonna have to start driving, get a job. You know, it's like, if I can like reduce the amount of things that take up a lot of time, then that would probably be a very good idea. So, I don't know. I mean, 2014 project alone is going to take a lot of time, and that's the main reason I would be cutting off this LP is for it, and also I could do plugin tutorials, so that's all nice. But I don't know. It's like, you know, I mean, it's just, this is like the first series, the first set of Minecraft videos I did was on here. Just, you know, kind of wrapping it up and calling it quits makes me feel like, you know, I'm not going to have that main survival series that people kind of subscribe for in the first place, you know. I mean, of course I'd upload our videos, and, you know, of course, you know, when it comes to playing like straight up Minecraft, I will be playing like on Mineplex, but those are mini games, not really, I guess you couldn't really call it straight up Minecraft, like vanilla-ish Minecraft, so, I don't know. I keep on saying that, I don't know. But, yeah. You can go ahead and leave a comment down below, but, you know, even if I could get away with doing multiple things at once, if it's never worked out good in the past. It has never worked out good in the past for me to try and keep up with multiple things at once. So, having one less thing to worry about would probably be a good idea. Anyways, I'm gonna continue terraforming around here. Okay, so I've been working on this on and off for the last day, virtually, pretty much. And, yeah, I'm now selling flowers. Yeah, you can tell I'm not very enthusiastic right now, but, yeah, looks okay. It's raining outside. Let's get rid of the rain. But, yeah, guys, I've been giving more thought on ending this series, and another reason why I've been considering it is, really, as of late, I've just kind of lost the fire within me to build crazy things. Like, I've done so many different design styles and so on, but I'm getting kind of burnt out of that, so there's pretty much another reason for you. And also, along with the 2014 project, I also want to focus more on the server side of things. So that means improving this server's, say, donor ranks. And so, don't worry, guys, I'm not going to make them broken pay to play kind of donor ranks or pay to win. But they do need, I feel like they need a little bit of something. I found a plugin that will surely be quite nice and, you know, won't put the normal players at a disadvantage, but that's a discussion for another time. But yeah, as you can see, I got dark oak all along the side here, and you know, you'd think that instead of having this kind of light gray next to a darker oak wouldn't really look good, but I don't know why. It just does. I don't know why, but it just looks good. It's like this brings out, I don't know. It just looks good. And as you can see, I've made the entrances. These are just, I'm probably going to work on them some more later on. But, yeah. Actually, recently I've been online and I've kind of just browsing the web. And MC Pro Hosting, their servers, and of like, they have a 75% off Christmas sale that's going on right now. And it's like, so literally I could, if I wanted to, I could get a server from them that has 4 gigabytes of RAM for the equivalent of what I pay at Beast Node, and to get 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. And as far as I can tell, their hardware is virtually the equivalent to each other, if not MC Pro Hosting may be a bit better in terms of hardware. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I might go ahead and pounce on the deal, kind of just try their servers out. If I like them, then who knows, we might actually switch the server and over to MC Pro Hosting. I don't know. I don't know, it's just a thought. I'd have to think a lot more on it, do a lot more research, and see what people, you know, say in comparison from Beast Node to MC Pro hosting, because I want to make sure that I know exactly what I'm getting into. I'm one of those guys who likes to look before he leaps. Yeah. But anyways, guys, I'd hate to end off this episode here. We didn't really get much of progress done, but yeah, it's probably a good idea for me to end it, because lately I just haven't really been in a creative mood to really build stuff. I've come on here several times over the last day, and I just can't really think of much to build. It's like my mind is just blank. So yeah, until next time, guys, I will see you later. And who knows, maybe I'll record another episode of my LP right after this, because I do have some unpaid debts. So yeah, everyone, bye. And my retarded bye wasn't retarded, I know. Let me fix that. Bye! That felt so not retarded. I'm a meh.